Hi guys, and welcome back to Coil Life. Today we're going to be having a look at a kit from Wismec. It's the Sinuous V200. Comes with the Amor tank. The Amor NSE comes with 2 coils. It's a budget device, I would say, from Wismec. Not, I don't know, quality wise. It feels okay. It's quite light, it's quite plasticky. The tank is very, very plasticky. It vapes okay. You do have direct to lung and mouth to lung airflow options on this, which we'll show you in the up close. Which we'll do now. Before I go into any more details and pros and cons, likes or dislikes about this kit, let's drop down and have an up close and personal tour around the Sinuous V200. Okay guys, so here we are with the Wismec Sinuous V200 kit. The box it comes in, and there we have our scratch and check authenticity, a QR code. On that side there you do have some social media and website addresses. What we have in the box, some CE markings, etc. So then if we have a look, take this sleeve off. On the inside we do have a little warning card. We have the device itself, very, very light, very light indeed. And then underneath we do get our tank. You've got there the Amor NSE, Wismec, 510 pin. You do have different airflow options with this one. So you can either have holes like that, and you can close it down to just one, so you've got like virtually a mouth to lung, or you can have it fully wide open. Moving on up, we do have this plastic tank section going on there. You do have again plastic 510 drip tip, which is very stiff in there, but there we go. And then to fill the tank up, you do have this little arrow here for you to slide that across, revealing your filling port. Pop our drip tip back in there. We'll unscrew this. There we go, the inside of the tank section, and then your coil. So in here you do have a mesh coil going on. Unscrew that out just to get a better look. There we go. So that one is WS-M. That's your 0.27 coil, that's pre-installed. The other one then is the 1.3 ohm coil, which is the mouth to lung coil that they're calling it. Just screw that back in for a moment. So in this little box under here we will find our spare coil, bits and bobs under there. We do get our V200 manual, the Amor NSE manual. You do get some options for your coils as well. So there's your different coils and your best wattage rating, cloud and flavour purity. So then in our little box here, as we said, we will get a micro USB cable and then our spare coil, which if I pop that out, we'll see that you can see a much narrower bore than the other one. So that is our mouth to lung coil head, as you can see there. So let's have a look at this mod. Let's get some batteries in there. So just having a look around the V200 mod itself, we do have at the top a spring loaded gold plated 510 pin, and it is centralized on there as well. You do have your fire button, which is nice and clicky. You got your up and down buttons, your micro USB charging port. It is a plastic affair, so it's super lightweight. So this little groove here in the bottom is to get your nail in and pop that door off. The door is transparent, held on by a magnet top and bottom. It just pops in just like so. No movement, no rattling whatsoever. Your battery tray, then you do have your ribbon to pop your batteries out, and you can see they've marked cell 1 and cell 2, your positive and negative. It is all nice and clearly indicated in there. And you do have your spring loaded contacts. So let's pop some batteries in. Pop our door back on. The door will only go on one way because you've got that little tab there that locates that little cutout in there as well. Pop that in. There we go. Switch it on for you guys to see. Just pops on straight like that. All the way to 200 watts, doesn't round robin, moves in 1 watt increments down till we get down to sort of 20 watts. So from 20 upwards it moves in 1 watt increments, from 20 down it's 0.1 increments, but it does move fast, I have to say. The screen is nice and clear. You do have your resistance, your voltage and your amps there. Menu settings, 3 clicks. That will get you into your different M settings, your wattage. Then you've got your temperature, nickel, titanium, stainless steel. Different menu settings and back to wattage again. So it's nice and simple to use this device. So when you're in your temperature control, you can set your temperature just like so. and then if you hit the fire button 4 times, that will bring you then to be able to change your wattage to suit. Or if you're just like me and you're not really fussed, just bring it back to your variable wattage, set your wattage to suit, and away you go. So that is pretty much it for the Sinuous V200 kit. Let me pop this tank all back together, and we'll get it filled up with some juice, and we'll go back up on top then and we'll have a little vape. Okay guys, so that was the up close and personal tour around the Sinuous V200 from Wismec. Now I have to say right off the bat, it has disappointed me a little bit. Not a massive fan. The tank being so plasticky, it feels very cheap. The vape off it is tainted, I think, a little bit by the plasticness of that tank. There's quite a lot of plastic in there. The vape quality isn't the greatest. I mean, the CB60 and CB80 coils are compatible and fit in here, and I have tried quite a few of them just to see what the difference was on that. I'm using the mesh one at the moment that came with the kit. I have to say my first few mouth to lung coils that I've used in there didn't last me very long. I think I was only getting a matter of a couple of days out of each coil, and it was quite disappointing. The device itself, very simple, very easy to use, yet again it's got these plastic doors on it, and it just, I know it's a budget mod, a budget kit, but if there's even such a thing, it's just a bit too budgety. It feels too cheap. From Wismec, and some of the devices over the past few years that they've brought out have been really good, of great quality. I think for me this one is a little bit of a letdown. Cheap, it is very cheap. I've seen prices. You can get this mod for about £35 in the UK. I'm not sure about kit prices in the UK. It wouldn't be much more than that, probably £40–45 maybe. Dollar wise, I've seen full kits going for around about the $40. If you want to get yourself a budget mod, by all means get. I mean, it works. Don't get me wrong, it works quite well. This mesh coil, the Flavour, is not too bad off it, and it has lasted me a little bit longer than the mouth to lung coils. It vapes well. I just think that the plastic tank lets it down a little bit. I think they should have put a bit of glass in there just to help. I don't know what it might be just all in my head, maybe not, but I think that just taints the flavour a little bit and lets the quality of the vape down. All in all, I mean, if you want to pick up a cheap kit, the mod is pretty decent. As I say, it goes up to 200 watts. I've had no issues with it at all, and as far as I'm aware, it is firmware upgradeable as well, which is a little bit of an added bonus to it. All in all, if you want to get your hands on one of these, by all means check them out. But from me and the Sinuous V200, that's all I've got time for. Thank you guys as always so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.